Today I'll discuss another special inspection job that I performed a few days ago. So this is a energy code inspection, and one of the item that I will discuss is the insulation placement and the R values. So this is a wall insulation. I will show some photos that has the exterior wall and the cavity, the inside wall insulation during the installation and construction of a particular building that I have performed. So, just for your information, the R value is, I'll show some definition for the R value so that we are clear for the things that we're gonna discuss right here. So the R value is a rating system that measures a material ability to resist heat and thermal resistance, or yeah, it's a thermal resistance. So this says the higher the R value is, the better the thermal performance. So this will just like a boundary partition between the outside and the inside of your home, of the building. So the greater the R value is the the greater the resistance of your wall to resist cold air or cold atmosphere going inside during winter, and at summer it will prevent some unnecessary uh, hot temperature also that will go into uh, your home in the building premises. So during the inspection, uh, I will show you some photos that I have encountered and taken for this kind of inspection. Uh, Given this photo, this is where you're gonna find this is the wall, the section of your wall, and this is the studs, and you could see it from here. The insulation R15 requirement. So for some guys that is doing some inspection like this is one way that you're gonna find where the required R value is. Given that you're gonna identify which drawing that you're gonna use. So this is one part of the section of the building. So obviously this is like the highest level of the building. You could see this is like I don't know how many floors, but the storefront, I believe this is like um just aluminum cladding. Well, as for the record, this is the only I only take a photo of the details that I need for the particular area that I've been walking at that wall. So the insulation that is needed is a 3-inch poly iso insulation R15. So I'll show you some materials, labels, and the brand that they have on the job. It's another drawing. So this is typically the wall section through residential entrance. So the other photo, I don't have this label. This is the section of the wall which pertain to the typical section to residential entrance. You could see here also the R value, rigid perimeter insulation. So it's a R15 for the perimeter of the wall. And it's another section here. second section. This is between floor level. So the facade, most likely this is the facade wall. You're gonna require 3" and R20 R-20.3 R value. So you could take as much as photo as you like as you walk along the building, so that you don't have to go back on the office to look on the drawings. It's it's gonna be more work for you if you're gonna go back and forth, back and forth. So the trick is you need to take photo as much as possible, all the drawing details that you need as you do your inspection. Uh, for example, like first floor to fifth floor or 10th floor maybe. So it's better for you to have it in your phone and have it look and see if you by the chance that you're gonna walk on this particular area section of the wall. You could just look on your photos what's the required R value, the perimeter, and the cavity wall. The cavity wall is the inside insulation of the building, so it's the interior insulation. So also took a little photo of the tabulation of the drawing list. Usually, the energy code will tell you what the required R value is. But on that time that when I was looking for the reference, most likely that falls on the architectural drawing, so the details was right there. The drawing, the EN drawing, sometimes it's only gonna have some drawing notes and specifications. So one way to look on the R value is through the drawing details, so that you could identify which wall they gonna need the R value, specified R value. It's another wall section. And so that's it's a little blurred right here. That's the interior wall. The exterior wall is I think that's the exterior wall, and the interior walls right here, because you have the one layer of gypsum board right here. And oh, this is a little clear right here. So yeah, so that's why I took a lot of photo, because some of the photo that I had taken is blurred. So this is the same drawing that I've been looking at. So this is the R24 spray foam. So the interior insulation of the wall will be a spray foam R24. And I believe this is the studs. I believe this is a 6" wide stud galvanized. Uh, there's other sections and details of some other walls, and this is usually typical. Later, I'm gonna show you the drawing plan. This is a big building, so it's different wall sections and different areas. You're gonna require a different details for this. And this is the material that they use for the insulation. You could see and review as an inspector. So see if it match what they have installed on the job, what they have kept on the job. So this is the R value. So the R value is 4.4 at 1". So if you have 6" up or 5 inches thick insulation times 4 R values, you're gonna have 20, 20 R values. For it depends on the thickness. And another detail for the thermal barrier submittals is a submittal documents that supports the material that they use. And another sheet of material submittal. Usually this the document that you're gonna ask if you're doing inspection. It's the nominal thickness right here. So this is your reference. I believe this is for rigid insulation, the external insulation of the wall, the perimeter wall. So if you got 3 inch, you have the equivalent of 20.3 R value. And take note of the made the product made manufacturer. And there you go. So take a photo of uh the entire installation of the insulation. So this is the studs and this is the spray foam. And that's the measurement I did. I believe this is a 6-inch wide studs, steel, cold form studs. Cold form studs is another inspection, so that falls on the cold form steel inspection. So you can see here the insulation that I have measured is like 5.5 or 6. 5.5 inch insulation. So this is the spray foam type insulation. That's the cavity wall interior insulation. See it right here. And then this is the exterior one, the rigid insulation. You can see here the brick. So this is 2.5 rigid insulation. So different walls, different details. So you're gonna check on the uh, drawing detail that you acquire in the job if they have the correct thickness of insulation in the particular area or wall section. And this is the 3 inches. This is on the passage at the bottom of the window. And that's another interior insulation measurements. So it's a 6-inch insulation almost. So that's the 6-inch depth. So this is the best way to a best time, I mean, to have an inspection, or you could totally see the insulation is all the way up on the high hats or the high ceiling. This is the exterior gypsum board, and that's the insulation material that they have kept on the job. So better to identify all these materials, and after the inspection that you performed, you have to ask for the submittals if they have the correct material they're using on the job. So this is the wrap wall cavity. 3-inch thick. Uh, and that's the other details for the submittals, for the material that they use. And yeah, for 2-inch 6 R value. And that's the rock wool 3-inch. Sometimes you're gonna have the R value right here, but if you don't, so that's why you need to ask the approved submittals for this kind of material, because sometimes they are lacking of R value on the label. So now there's installation of the wall, the details. So it's the passage wall. So they're gonna put the waterproofing first, then they're gonna attach the insulation, and after that they're gonna attach the masonry bricks. So this is the building that is currently under construction. So take photo of the part of the building that you have performed the inspection, and so that you could mark the drawing which part of the building was already inspected, so that your colleague will not do it again, or so that we could close out the job. And this is the final drawing plan. I made some highlights right here where I did my inspection during the day that I have performed it. So some of the walls are still under construction or they haven't started yet. So make sure that you have written all the floors, because sometimes they only do installation in certain floors, and some of the floors are already done. So as for the drawing plan, you could only mark the top view of the inspection that you did. And that's it. So see you in the next video.